It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and WDADradio.com. High school basketball, the Indiana Little Indians versus the Franklin Regional Panthers. Tonight's game is sponsored by InFirst Bank, Hutton Blues Insurance, Indiana Regional Medical Center, Good and Associates, by Luther Ford Lincoln, S&T Bank, Crimson Wealth Management, Young and Associates, Marion Center Bank, the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, and by First Commonwealth Bank. Now let's go courtside for high school basketball on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and WDADradio.com.
And good evening, everybody. Tonight we bring to you WPIAL Girls 5A1 basketball from 5th Street Gym in Indiana and from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. We got a good matchup for you tonight. The Indiana High Little Indians looking to continue to take that top spot in Section 5A1, whereas Franklin Regional, the Panthers, look to play spoiler and improve their section record. They come in 5-4 in the section. Indiana High is 8-1. Glad to have you along. Jake Slobodnik joining you from the S&T Bank broadcast booth for tonight's edition of an IRMC High School Sports Night. And it should be a good one. Indiana High, well, it's been a rather unusual week for them. They are playing in their third consecutive game tonight after playing two on the road. One at Gateway back on the 30th, in which they completely walked away from that one, 47-14 winners. Then yesterday they were on the road to face Penn Hills and lost that one 37-31. So Penn Hills, we knew that was going to be a challenge for them. Was indeed for Indiana. And that was a game that was rescheduled a couple of times due to inclement weather early on in January. So now that Indiana had a chance to play them, they fell just short, and now they could come away winners this week. They look for their second win in 3 games. Meanwhile, Franklin Regional, they come into the game again 5-12 overall, but 5-4 in the WPIAL Section 5A1. Panthers have won 3 straight. They're riding a hot streak, and they're one of the big wins came 45-42 over Penn Hills on January 26th. So Indiana falls to Penn Hills. Franklin Regional upset them. Indiana enters their third game in as many days, and we go back to that Penn Hills game. Despite Indiana not really coming up victorious in that one, Belliant and AC and Lake and Kugler, 14 points each for them in that game. And so it was a good performance by them, and it was just a slow start, really, for Indiana. And the good thing for Indiana is they're in the playoffs already. 2 teams from Section 5A1 have clinched a playoff spot, Indiana being one of them, Plum being the other. Both teams will face off February 6th in what would be the section title game. Whoever wins that one will claim Section 5A1. Other playoff teams in Class 5A across the WPIAL in Section 2, Armstrong, North Hills, and Hampton. Section 3, Oakland Catholic, McKeesport, Penn Trafford. And in Section 4, Lincoln Park and Trinity. Playoff brackets will be released February 13th. Indiana looking to take the top seed in Section 5A1. Well, you look at that Gateway score from a couple of days ago, and you would think that Indiana got off to a really strong start and then played conservatively the entire rest of the way through. That really wasn't the case. Indiana actually had to play catch-up a little bit, and after trailing just by a few early on, they came back and absolutely took it to the Gators and walked away 47-14 winners. But the theme of the week has been a slow start. Coach Michael Franciscus knows that in order to come out winners tonight, they got to be on top of their game from the opening tip. And we'll talk with Coach Franciscus next as we count down to tip-off. And it is an Indiana Regional Medical Center coverage of Indiana and Franklin Regional basketball. And our coverage tonight on WDAD is presented by the Indiana Regional Medical Center and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Better health, better life. Our video stream, that's right, we're streaming tonight's game on Renda Digital TV absolutely for free. Just search up Renda Digital TV on YouTube or head to WDADradio.com and make your way to our free Renda Digital TV live stream. And we thank our friends at the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory for being the presenting sponsor of our coverage tonight. We'll be back after this timeout with Coach Franciscus on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
What sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Happiness is Friday Night Lights. Happiness is also when InFirst Rewards Checking gives customers money back when they use their card on all those fantastic things in life, such as getting ice cream, family vacations, going to sporting events, and trips to the amusement park. But do you know what truly makes InFirst happy? It's seeing Indiana student athletes shine in the community. Good luck, Indiana High, from the team at InFirst Bank. InFirst Bank, member FDIC.
InFirst Bank, here for you since 1922.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana High sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
And we're back on the pregame show with head coach Michael Franciscus of the Indiana Little Indians. And coach, it's been a rather weird week for you guys. 3 games in a row, tonight being the finale of those 3. You win one by a lot, you lost one by just a little bit. Take me through it through your eyes. What's this week been like for you?
I mean, it's been a grind. I mean, that's what you sign up for, though, when you're playing basketball in January and February. So, we definitely are embracing the fact that, we have to play well night in, night out. Tuesday and Wednesday yesterday, we got off to 2 slow starts, and Tuesday we were able to overcome that and really start clicking. And yesterday, we did as well, and we just weren't able to finish yesterday. Some little things happened that we just have to play a more complete game, and that's really what our goal is going to be tonight: is start strong and play a complete game to get back in our winning ways.
What has been the slow starts? Let's talk about them a little bit. Has it been maybe fatigue from the long season? Has it been just the caliber of opponents? What's it been like, and what's been the reason for those slow starts?
I think we're just finding our rhythm in games, and I think it takes time to do that. I mean, we have some good shooters that it takes time to get them in their rhythm, and we just want to we don't want to turn the ball over early. So we preach trying to control the game early and get into our offense, and sometimes that starts with not scoring a 10 out of the gate, but we want to get settled into our offense and play great defense and rebound, and just hope that throughout the game we're just going to become better and better and more more in rhythm.
It's a long season, it always is, but it's even longer whenever you have 3 straight games in a row like this. Take me through load management, because you have a very young team, limited amount of seniors. Some of these younger players, they don't know this type of grind. How has it been challenging for you to maybe sort of balance the workload among the talent on the team?
I mean, I think that it just comes down to, every game we're going to go out there and give it our absolute all to try and put a W in the win column. I think that, if you speak of load management, it's just about being smart and strategic at practice and just making sure that, we're doing the things that we need to do to rest our bodies, but also doing the things we need to do to win the games. I think it just comes down to strategic practice scheduling and strategic, way that we manage our reps.
Another way I think that sort of fuels these players and keeps them motivated in these games is the tight section race you guys have with Plum. And did you picture it to be this tight whenever you took over this position, not just maybe with Plum, but just in the section overall?
Definitely. I think every game in the WPIAL is tough. I mean that. I think that every section is tight, and every game in the WPIAL is tough. It does not matter who you're playing. You are going to have a battle on your hands night in, night out, and that's what we've seen every game so far this year. So we expected this, yes.
Well, you guys clinched a playoff spot. You guys are, going to play some postseason basketball. Really, it's all up to who's going to win the section now. But, what's your overall reaction clinching a playoff spot in your first season?
We're happy. I mean, we feel fortunate to be where we are. We are in a tight section race. We're happy to be there. We're happy with how we're playing, all things considered, and we feel like we've gotten better throughout the year and are going to continue to do that. We have big games on the way, and we have big goals for this season. As far as a playoff run, and we want to see ourselves in the state tournament. I mean, it's that simple. So we want to make sure that we do our absolute best to control our destiny from here on out, keep getting better, and try and make a deep run in the WPIAL playoffs and try and get ourselves a state berth.
Tonight you welcome the Franklin Regional Panthers to 5th Street Gym. You faced them once this season on the road. You came up with a pretty nice size win. And obviously playing on the road is a little bit tough, but Franklin Regional, despite their 5-12 overall record, they're a very tough team. What do they look like in your eyes?
I mean, like I said, I think you hit it spot on. The record is deceiving. They're definitely a good team. They have 5 solid players all around, and they definitely are going to be, a threat. Every game of the WPIAL is tough, and they've played lots of close games. They've won some, they've lost some, and I think that we have to play well tonight. Like you said, 3rd game in a row this week for us, so we have to make sure that we do our best to control this game, have a strong start, and play a complete game to finish out our week as strong as possible with a victory.
Last time you guys faced the Panthers, Lakin and Bella obviously went off 14 points apiece. And, are you looking to see repeat performances again tonight? I know it's kind of easy to see that from Bella just because she's been top in the stat columns all season long. But do you think you're going to see a little bit more of a mixed effort from everybody, or do you think Lakin and Bella are going to follow up that performance?
We're just looking for a balanced attack with 5 offensive threats in the court for us at all times, and just play team basketball and just make it work with whoever's clicking that day. Just making sure that we play a disciplined team basketball style. It's going to help us get a victory.
Do you see that maybe, going back to that whole 3-game stretch in 3 straight days, do you think that's more valuable as a coach and maybe as a player as well, instead of, getting into the gym, shooting foul shots, sort of going through that, whereas they get that real world or that real game experience? Do you think that stretch of games sort of helps them at all with that?
There's pros and cons. I think that it's a lot physically and mentally. When every game is you have to be strategic. You have to be sharp mentally and physically, especially for the players on the court. Like, they have a job to do, and it's a tough job to do. And I don't think that should be discounted at all, about just understanding about how tough it is to go out there, not just physically, but mentally, and know the game plan, know the scouting report, and also to be focused and concentrated for 32 straight minutes. It's a difficult task, and I think that it's definitely good experience. But also, it's a grind, it's difficult, and it should not be discounted at all, but how hard it is to play not even 3 games in a row, but just a varsity basketball game. Like, they're all tough, and I really appreciate the effort the girls have put forth every single game this season, and I'm definitely expecting to see the same thing from them tonight, because they've never let me down in that regard. They always give their best effort.
They're a very fiery group, and it should be a really good game tonight. Hey, Coach, thanks a lot for the time, as always. Always great catching up with you, and can't wait to catch up with you afterward.
Thanks, Jake.
It's Coach Michael Franciscus of the Indiana Little Indians. More pregame action coming your way next on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hello, this is Jay
and Shannon
from Hutton Blues Insurance. We pride ourselves on building strong personal relationships with our clients.
We are an independent agency offering you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, or life, you want an advocate working in your best interests. And that's Hutton Blues Insurance, Route 119 North, just outside of Indiana.
We're also honored to have been voted in the top 2 insurance companies in the 23-24 Best of Indiana County contest.
Thank you, Indiana County.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
And we welcome you back to 5th Street Gym. Tonight's game, Franklin Regional, Indiana, coming your way in just a few moments. But first, we're going to have our national anthem, and as always, Claire Stewart, sophomore guard for the girls basketball team, will be performing it on her cello. We'll have that coverage for you here in just a second. We'll also tell you about some of the other things happening tonight, but first, here's Claire. Indiana basketball's own Claire Stewart performing tonight's national anthem on her cello, and another great job by her once again. And if you're watching on Renda Digital TV, you notice there's a couple extra cheerleaders here tonight. By a couple extra, I mean a couple extra 10, 20, 30 maybe even. It's because there was their cheer clinic earlier today, or earlier this week, talking with Athletic Director Dan Roan, and brought them out tonight to recognize them. Again, Jake Slobodnik joining you from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, People Forward Banking, getting you set for tonight's game in the WPIAL Section 5A1, featuring Franklin Regional at 5-4 in the section, and Indiana, who is 8-1, currently among one of the top 2 teams, along with Plum. Starting lineups coming your way here in just a moment, and we'll have those for you. Just finishing up circling them here. And for Franklin Regional, they come in under the direction of head coach Bernie Pucka and assisted by Krista Petropola. And the starting lineup for them tonight, several seniors and a couple juniors as well. I'll start with the juniors. A 5'4" guard standing wearing number 1, Madison DeRiggi. A junior forward standing 6 foot, number 23, Torrin Fulton. Then 3 seniors, a guard standing 5'9", number 00, Olivia Orndorff. Almost thinking of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. That's not correct. A senior guard standing 5'6", number 10, Angelina Brush. And a senior forward standing 5'11", number 55, Gabrielle Kia. And now for the Indiana High Little Indians under the direction of first-year head coach Michael Franciscus, assisted by Dave McCombie. They send out the starting 5. Sophomore heavy and a couple seniors as well. A senior guard standing 5'6", number 1, Julia Antonacci. Sophomore guard standing 5'9", number 11, Lakin Kugler. Sophomore guard standing 5'9", Addie Hutton. And then 2 seniors, a guard standing 5'6", number 13, Bella Antonacci. And then a 5'10" forward, number 33, Cassie Boyer. Those are your starting lineups for tonight. Franklin Regional in their navy blue uniforms with Pale gold lettering and white trim. Indiana, their home white uniforms with red lettering and black trim. Garrett Clark, our studio engineer tonight on the radio side on WDAD, Renda Digital TV crew. Sam Snedden, our camera operator. Laura Slobodnik, our statistician. Welcome you inside the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. This is the final radio broadcast for Indiana High basketball this season. And it's been a struggle trying to get this last game scheduled. We were originally supposed to do the Indiana Freeport boys game way back when on January 16th. That was canceled and rescheduled 5 times. We then opted to do the Indiana Penn Hills girls game on the radio and on the road, and that was also canceled. So thankfully, this game tonight, not canceled. We're bringing it to you live here at 5th Street Gym. Cassie Boyer will go up for the Indiana High Little Indians, and Torrin Fulton will go up for the Panthers. It's won by the Panthers, and we're underway tonight. Official tip-off time, 7:35. Panthers quickly go to work to Riggy over to the right side. Here comes Angelina Brush. Now quick down low to Kia, and her bucket's good. We're underway tonight. Franklin Regional with the opening basket. On the opposite end, Bella Antonacci taking it to the high post, dishes to her sister, now to the left corner for Cassie Boyer, looking to work something inside. They do. Bella Antonacci goes up. Her initial shot's no good, and then she's fouled on the putback. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Foul is charged to 55 Keogh. Apologize for saying Keogh before. So Bella Antonacci to the line to shoot 2 for Indiana. She sinks the first. Bella had a terrific game last night, 14 points. Her and Lakin Kugler each finished with 14. Second, that one's no good, so it's a 2-1 game. Franklin Regional out in front by 1 in the opening 30 seconds. Now on the Panthers' end. DeRiggi looking up top, matched up with Bella Antonacci. Looking for something down low, but instead opts to go to her left. Safety outlet for Panthers. DeRiggi takes it on the right corner. Now back up top. Here's Fulton driving. Picks up her dribble just shy of the left elbow. Faking is DeRiggi. Driving toward the center of the key. Ball's loose, but corralled by the Panthers. Fulton up top. Swing pass to the right. Here's Orndorff driving. The right baseline goes up hard. Loses the ball in traffic. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Indiana ball. And Coach Pucka really wants a tipped pass. Not to be. So Indiana with a chance to take the lead here with a bucket. Antonacci going to try to take it herself, but it's cut off by DeRiggi, who almost pokes it free. Antonacci falls on top of it, dishes beyond the arc, and it somehow ends up in Antonacci's hands. Julia, that is. Now over to Bella. DeRiggi playing tight man defense. Dish back to Antonacci. Julia over to Cassie Boyer on the right, driving. Looking for Kugler. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on Indiana. Coach Franciscus wanted a tip. Well, in the first minute and a half, both coaches have wanted a tip pass, and they haven't gotten it. So a turnover each side. 6:32 to go in the opening frame. 2-1 Franklin Regionals. We are just in the early stages of this one. Fulton to the left side. Here's Orndorff driving up top. Keogh to the right side. Fulton looking back to Keogh, who's wide open in the right post, and she makes it. 4-1. Keogh responsible for all 4 points for Franklin Regional thus far. Bella brings it across, dishing to the left. Here's Boyer taking the screen, driving. A little bit of a window, goes up from the left side. Her shot's no good. Fulton on the rebound. Talked to Coach Franciscus beforehand, and he said past 2 games, Indiana's just gotten off to a slow start. Appears to be the case here in this one. Keogh takes it from the top of the key and fires one up, and that one is no good after it bounces around the rim. And after it's tipped, Julia Antonacci picks it up. Indians go back to work in transition. 5:40 to go. Pass intended for Hutton was initially tipped by Orndorff, but Addie's able to get it. Driving the center lane, dishes to Boyer. Thought about pulling up. Maybe picked up her dribble a little too early, looking inside the key. Now it's a loose ball. Boyer falls down on it. And now a jump ball called, and Indiana's going to maintain possession. 5:25 to go in the opening frame. 4-1 Franklin Regional. Indiana trailing by 3 on their home court. These two teams last faced off January 8th. Indiana won on the road 54-39. Inbound pass goes to Kugler from the left lane, and that's successful for 3. So with a 1-point lead, the Panthers go back to work. Pass up top goes to Orndorff. DeRiggi cuts but is cut off. Orndorff dribbles twice and then pops a 3. It's no good. Ball ends up in the hands of Angelina Brush. Now up top, DeRiggi trying to get around Bella Antonacci. Can't. She'll regroup up top. Near the volleyball line. Takes a screen by Keogh. Defense trades assignments. Brush down to the right corner. DeRiggi fakes to the right. Once again, now drives using her left hand. Passes. Here's Fulton for three, and it's good. 7-3, Franklin Regional. First three-pointer of the night, 4:36 to go in the first. Bella trying to drive that right lane again, backing her way in, finds Boyer near the left elbow, drives, little window on the right, loses the ball, and it's going to be a turnover, Indiana. She just flat out lost it. Substitution coming in for Franklin Regional, number 4, Chloe Puchka. A freshman guard standing 5'6". So apologize for saying Puchka before. It's now Puchka. 4:20 and counting as DeRiggi brings it across. It's cut off by Boyer. She'll instead opt to her right. Here's Brush taking the screen by Orndorff, but Addie Hutton gets around her. Now to the far side of the court. Fulton. I think she was looking for Orndorff, but instead it sails into the Indiana bench. That's the second turnover for Franklin Regional. Indiana will take it, 4:05. Here in the first quarter, Franklin Regional leads it 7-3. Bella brings it across, matched up with two defenders, leaving Kugler wide open. Dump pass to the right side along the baseline for Boyer, almost lost it. They'll regroup with Bella up top. Left side, here's Hutton. Trying to get around Orndorff. Driving the right lane, goes up hard and draws the shooting foul.
Foul's on.
Foul's going to be on Olivia Orndorff, and that'll bring a timeout on the floor. 7-3, Franklin Regional with the lead. Addie Hutton will look to cut into it with two free throws when we return on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Indiana. Early trouble for Indiana. They trail the Panthers 7-3 with 3:43 to go in the opening period. Jake Slobodnik coming to you tonight from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Bring you in as Addie Hutton tries to cut this deficit to 2 with 2 free throws here. Fouled before the media timeout by Olivia Orndorff. And the front end of 2 by Hutton is good.
Addie Hutton shooting the foul shot. That's her first. She gets a second.
It's one score game either way, but completion of this one here would make it easier. She fires it. It swirls in and out. Loose ball, corralled. Oh, and then it's stolen away by Boyer. Picks up her dribble. Lots of contact. Finds Hutton in the right post. She goes up hard. Shot no good and drew some contact, but no foul. But instead on the rebound, Kugler is going to get tagged with a foul on Fulton. So Franklin Regional will take it out of bounds. Indiana only 1 foul tonight. Brings it across Fulton on the right arc. Looking inside for Orndorff. Nothing there. Instead looks to go to the left, and it ends up with DeRiggi. Has some room on the left side. She puts it up and in. 9-4. 9-4. They reclaim that 5-point lead. Here's Bella Antonacci across the timeline. Matched up with DeRiggi. Driving the right lane. Almost knocked the ball free, but she gets around her, puts it up, and it's good. Shot for shot. 9-6 thanks to Bella Antonacci. DeRiggi across. Looking to the left for Chloe Puchka. DeRiggi up top. Orndorff cuts, no available outlet. DeRiggi will instead cross up Belantonesi. Dish it to left corner for Fulton. Puts up a three. It's too short, and Kugler gets the rebound uncontested. 2:37 to go. Indiana trails 9-6. Belantonesi takes it the length of the floor, and a foul called on the floor.
Foul's on.
It looks like it's going to be on DeRiggi. That'll be her first. Third team foul for Franklin Regional.
Ball out of bounds.
So Indiana trying to get to the free throw line early in this one. Julie Antonesi will inbound it from the baseline left. Indiana in the box form. And the pass goes up top to Belantonesi, where they will regroup. Trying to cut that center lane, backing into DeRiggi. Her shot contested, it's no good. She follows her shot, grabs the rebound. Finds Hutton on the left arc. Indiana will go back to work. 2:20 to go. Hutton drives, goes up hard from the right side. She's stuffed underneath, gets the rebound to Kugler, driving the baseline, and the teardropper is no good. Fighting for the rebound and coming up with it is Puchka, and the Panthers prevail after giving Indiana 3 chances that drive. Orndorff, wide open baseline right. She goes up hard. Shot no good. Her putback is no good, and Cassie Boyer comes down with a defensive rebound for Indiana. Now stepping on the gas a little bit. Antonesi brings it across. A little bit of room, looking for the no-look pass to Kugler. It's tipped. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Indian ball. Clock stopped at 1:50 in the opening period. 9-6. Panthers lead it. Panthers have done a great job limiting the Little Indians from beyond the arc. No three-point attempts so far. Boyer gets the inbound pass. Charging forward from the left side. It's no good. Fulton with the rebound. And now the Panthers back to work. Looking up top, DeRiggi looking down low. Nothing there. Just a bunch of Indiana players. Now to the right corner. Here's Puchka. Matched up with Julie Antonesi. She resorts to a long pass up top to Fulton. 1:30. Now back to the right. Looking for Puchka. She's going to drive, but she takes a step before she puts the ball down. 4th turnover for Franklin Regional. And the timeout, well, not timeout, but the stoppage in play will allow Stella Stossel, a junior 5'10 forward, to enter for the first time tonight for Indiana, as well as Emily Betzinger, also a 5'10 junior forward, wearing number 30. Indians get a little bit of height with 1:25 to go. They trail by 3. Belantonesi brings it across. Trying to cross up DeRiggi. Couple stutter steps, picks up her dribble at the foul line, finds Julia behind her. Now over to Addie Hutton. Screen set, Hutton driving, right lane, looking for Stossel, and it's through her hands. Turnover for Indiana. 68 seconds to go in the opening period. Score has not changed in the past minute and a half. It's 9-6 Franklin Regional. Big 5A1 game here tonight. DeRiggi to the foul line for Orndorff. Now out, right. And a three-pointer made by Angelina Brush. It's 12-6.
Angelina Brush, 3 points.
Second three-pointer of the night for Franklin Regional. 49 seconds and counting. Antonesi takes it herself. Almost trips over a defender. Her initial shot's no good. Stella Stossel on the rebound. Her putback is no good. DeRiggi with the numbers in the Panthers' favor. Passes to Orndorff. Up court and makes it! And Orndorff is down. She pops up. Looks like she injured her leg. And they're going to signal for a substitution.
Basket's good.
But Orndorff is favoring that left leg. So what's going to happen here? The foul's on Addie Hutton. That's her first. They got to get somebody in to shoot this free throw. And Coach Puchka is talking with one of the officials. And who's he going to put in? He called about 2 players, and now he finally resorts to Addison Musto.
Okay, Addison Musto is going to enter the game. Hopefully Olivia will be okay in a couple minutes. But 13 will have to shoot her foul shot.
14-6. And Musto comes off the bench cold, looking to sink a free throw. Make this a 9-point game. She fires it, and it is good. 15-6. Antonesi brings it up court. Addie Hutton on the right side. 28 seconds and counting here. Hutton, a little bit of clearing on the left. She goes up hard, and a charge called. Fourth turnover for Indiana.
Foul's called.
And Coach Franciscus is absolutely livid. He's saying that exact thing happened on the opposite end, and you called it a defensive foul. And he might have a case. Keough into the game once again for Franklin Regional. Emily Ferraro looked to check in for Indiana, but not enough time. Up top to the right elbow for Fulton, who drives. Her shot no good. The putback, though, no good by Musto. Keough fighting for the rebound. Swinging elbows and a jump ball called. This clock stopped at 6.6 seconds. Ferraro in for Hutton. Panthers could make it a double-digit game before the quarter break. DeRiggi inbounds it, looking for Musto. She finds her. Now back to DeRiggi in the left corner, fakes it. Dump pass down low to Fulton. Her shot no good, and a foul call. With 0.2 seconds left in the opening period. Foul's on Stella Stossel. That'll be her first, and Indiana's fourth. Now remember, Indiana was drawing a lot of fouls. The Panthers had 3-1, and now they've actually surrendered the least amount of fouls, as the first one by Fulton is no good. Looked good at first, just didn't take the carom that she wanted. This one to go up by 10. And she makes it with ease. 16-6. Indiana inbounds it. No time for a play, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Indiana in a bit of trouble, but the Panthers, they're rolling. They lead at 16-6 at the end of one on an IRMC High School Sports Night. WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
AM 1450 WDAD.
16-6, Franklin Regional with the lead over Indiana as we begin the second quarter. Jake Slobodnik joining you from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Glad to have you along for this exciting matchup. Tail end of the season, third game in 3 days for Indiana, and third straight game where they start off slow offensively, trail by 10. They'll get the ball to start things off here in the second, working right to left. Julie Antonacci this time brings it up. Quickly fires to Bella on the right arc, looking for Kugler, who's cutting in. Telegraph pass. Keough was able to break it up, but Bella comes down with it. Fires to the right. Kugler fakes a shot, driving the baseline, loses the ball, and it's still loose. Ferraro falls on top of it, so does Fulton. Ferraro gets the pass off to Boyer, who almost loses it, and then does. Jump ball called. It'll be Franklin Regional ball. They were signaling for a timeout, but it's their ball anyway. Fifth turnover for Indiana. Things are not looking good offensively for them to start things off tonight. And Riggy looks a little shaken up after that. Musto will take it out from in front of her bench. Riggy up. Brings it up full court. Bolton back to DeRiggi. A little bit of space, but is cut off by Kugler. Gets around her, fires it from the baseline. It's no good. Boyer rips it out of Keough's hands, and she's going to take it herself. Looking up court. Numbers are against Indiana. Bella Antonacci stops, and she'll regroup. Looking at Julia, who's wide open for three, and she makes it. 16-9. It's a 7-point game. Julia Antonacci notches the first three for Indiana tonight. Hey, got to start a rally somewhere. Franklin Regional with it on the right side. On their end of the court, DeRiggi looking up top. Musto looking to the right. Resorts to the safety outlet, and DeRiggi picks up her dribble, looking for Keough on the right side of the arc. Almost stripped away. DeRiggi gets the pass. Goes up from the left side. Whoa! And Keogh comes plowing through, knocking somebody almost over, but it's going to go out of bounds. And Indiana will get possession. Down 16-9. Stella Stossel comes in, replacing Emily Ferraro in the forward position. Now Olivia Orndorff, who appeared injured with that left leg or left ankle in that first quarter, will line up at the scores table, so she'll come back in next stoppage. Indians with it on their end of the court. Boyer takes one dribble, looking across court to Kugler. Ill-advised pass. 6 turnover for Indiana. Fulton will take it the length, and she'll make it on the layup. 18-9. Now Bella Antonacci looking to create that spark once again. Steps back, 3 ball. It's no good. Too hard off the back iron. And DeRiggi comes down with it. Picks up her dribble as she tried breaking away, looking for Fulton in the left post low. Looking for DeRiggi in that left corner. Tried handing it off. She finally gets to her. To the right side, Musto wide open for 3, and she sinks it with ease. 21-9, and Indiana, sensing danger, will call a timeout. 5:46 to go in the second quarter. It's been all Franklin Regional. They lead at 21-9 on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
50
WDAD.
21-9 Franklin Regional with the lead over Indiana as we have 5:46 to go in the first half. Glad to have you along. Jake Slobodnik inside the S&T Bank broadcast booth, bringing to you the final radio/stream combination broadcast of 2024 for Indiana High basketball. Likely see you in the postseason. Bella Antonacci brings it across, looking for Emily Betzinger, who checked in on the break. Her shot, no good, and it last hits off her. Boy, Indiana can't buy a foul tonight. Franklin Regional will go back to work off the turnover. Looking at it, 7 TOs for Indiana, only 4 for Franklin Regional. A lot of those came in that first quarter. 5:24, Panthers with it. Looking to extend their lead. They lead at 21-9, and then a defensive foul. It's going to be on Julia Antonacci. Panthers will take it out of bounds from the baseline right. DeRiggi looking for the inbound option. Looking for Orndorff, who came in off the break. Instead finds the hand of Betzinger, slaps it out of bounds. Cassie Boyer returns to the floor. Just a quick breather for her. Stella Stossel will check off. Inbound, Musto is wide open. Gets the pass for 3, and she sinks it. She is feeling it from beyond the arc. Her second straight three-point field goal. It's 24-9. Franklin Regional running away with this one early. Bella to the right corner for Julie Antonacci. Picks up the basketball, fires a 3 of her own. That one's no good. 3 players go up for the rebound. Nobody comes down with it. Boyer does. Takes it off the hop. Quick pass out to Bella Antonacci, who finds Julia once again. Now over to Boyer, matched up with Keogh. Up top, Julia driving the left lane. Goes up. Shot is blocked, and it goes out of bounds. And Stella Stossel returns to the floor, and so does Addie Hutton. Lakin Kugler and Emily Betzinger will check off for Indiana. 4:37 to go in the first half. 24-9, the Panthers lead the Little Indians. Bella Antonacci will fire it in. A broken stack play for Indiana. Ball ends up with Julie Antonacci. Fires back to Bella for 3 from the left. It's no good. A foot race for the ball, and Orndorff comes down with it. Matched up with Hutton. She drags it across. DeRiggi up top. Fires to the right. Fulton. Back up top, DeRiggi. They regroup at 4:18. Left side, here's Keogh. Back to the right for Fulton. Matched up with Bella Antonacci. Tries getting around her instead. Passes back to DeRiggi. Little floater pass down low to Keogh, who's then triple teamed, stolen away by Julie Antonacci. 5th turnover for Franklin Regional. Dishes back Boyer. Gets around Musto for the moment. Cut off by Keogh, so she'll regroup up top with Bella Antonacci. A little bit of clearing on the right side. She goes up hard. A lot of contact. And then Bella lets the emotions get to her, and she's going to foul DeRiggi. And that'll bring up a timeout on the floor. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. It's 24-9, Franklin Regional over Indiana. Back with you in 60 seconds on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So Good Patient Care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
WDAD Indiana.
24-9, Panthers lead Indiana. Panthers of Franklin Regional, that is, lead Indiana with 3:45 to go in the first half. Hey, tomorrow's Groundhog Day. Everybody loves that, especially in this area. And Renda Media's Josh Whittison will be up at Gobbler's Knob covering everything throughout the morning. He'll even have Punksy Phil's prediction, whether he sees his shadow or not, so we invite you to tune in to WDAD, WCCS, and our affiliate station WPXZ up in Punxsutawney for ongoing coverage both on Facebook and on air. That's coming up tomorrow. Right now, it's 24-9. Franklin Regional leading Indiana with 3:44 to go in the first half. It's been all Panthers this entire game. They have the ball with it. Fulton looking down low to Orndorff. Nothing there. Looking for Keogh. It's tipped. Orndorff rips it out of everybody's hands. Goes up hard from the right. It's no good. And it's off Keogh and out of bounds. Good time for Indiana to maybe spark something before the half. Even if they don't tie it up, bring it close. Bring it within single digits. That'll go a long way. Bella Antonacci brings it up court. Boyer tried getting inside, nothing there, and so Antonacci will have to dribble around her defender. Pulls up, head on three, coming in, she sinks it. 24-12, it's a 12-point affair. Bella Antonacci finally knocks down a three, first time tonight. DeRiggi brings it across at the 3-minute mark, crosses up Bella, passes to Keogh, thought about taking a three, instead goes to the wide-open Fulton in the left corner, who then makes a three of her own. 27-12. Now Bella across. Driving up top to Julie Antonacci is cut off, pulls up from about 18 feet and can't make it. Hit off the rim and into the hands of Fulton. 2.5 to go. It's 27-12. Franklin Regional over Indiana tonight. DeRiggi takes a phantom screen, pulls up from the left elbow, finds Musto, who fires a three from the right. That's her bread and butter. She's been living there all night, and rightfully so. 30-12. Bella Antonacci brings it across. Once again trying to get something alive for Indiana, and her shot off the back iron. And then she strips it away, and then she's fouled on the floor.
Fouls on. Fouls on 20.
Foul is on Fulton.
Ball's going to be out of bounds.
Be the first team foul for Franklin Regional this quarter. Lakin Kugler into the game for Indiana. And Angelina Brush back on the floor for Franklin Regional. Inbound pass works its way around to Addie Hutton. Now to Bella Antonacci, wide open in the left corner. Pops a three, and it's in.
Bella for three.
30-15. Franklin Regional still with the lead. Indiana calls for a brief timeout. We'll keep it here with you. Looking at the schedule ahead for Indiana High girls, they will play tonight to start off the month of February. Then they have 4 games remaining. They're at Woodland Hills It says tomorrow on my schedule, but I'll have to double check that just to be sure, because it doesn't seem likely that Indiana would play 4 games in 4 days. If they do, that is a crazy schedule. Then they play Plum at home on the 6th after a couple days off. Play DuBois Central Catholic on the 9th, and then they face DuBois to round out the season on the 12th. Day after that, the WPIAL playoff brackets will be released. No, I was wrong. The Woodland Hills game is on the 5th. Plum game is on the 8th. DuBois Central Catholic on the 10th. I guess they must have canceled the DuBois game. Inbound pass. Indiana resorting to a full court press, but the Panthers break it easily. Looking up court for DeRiggi. Goes up from the right baseline. It's no good. Several players fighting for the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds on DeRiggi. And on the stoppage, Emily Ferraro returns to the court. 1:43 to go in the first half. It's 30-15 Franklin Regional over Indiana. And Bella Antonacci will slowly bring it across the timeline. Looking to drive or hand it off. She's backing in against DeRiggi. Spin move. Shot off the glass, and it's in. 30-17. Antonacci scored 5 straight points. On the opposite end, Brush. Up top, DeRiggi. 1:19 to go. Up top, Fulton matched up with Hutton. Looking to the left, passes tipped, and Musto trying to drive. Now to the left corner for Orndorff for 3. It's no good, too far to the left. And Bella Antonacci's fouled on the rebound by DeRiggi.
Blue number 1 for DeRiggi.
So with 1:02 to go, Indiana trails 30-17. Second foul for DeRiggi tonight. And Chloe Puchka will return to the floor for Franklin Regional. Here's Antonacci. Wide open in the left corner is Ferraro, but then cut off immediately by Musto. She brings it around up top, hands it off to Julie Antonacci at 45 seconds. Trying to get around her defender, Brush, finds Bella, little bit of clearing, spin moves, fader from the right, and while she withdrew contact, there was no whistle, but she made the bucket. It's 30-19. On the opposite end, Orndorff, wide open on the opposite side. Her shot, though, no good. Hutton comes down with it, brings it across, finds Ferraro on the left side, and they'll have to regroup up top. Looking inside, Orndorff, it was tipped. Kugler comes down with it. Julia for 3. It's good! And Indiana brings it within single digits. 9 seconds to go. Loose ball on the opposite end and a timeout by Franklin Regional, and Indiana's got some momentum. They only trail by 8 with 7.5 seconds to go in the second quarter. It'll be a brief 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with you.
30-second timeout.
Just to put it in perspective of how hard Indiana has fought to at least bring it to this before the end of the half. They did trail 24-9 in the early goings of this frame. Then they trailed as much as 30-12. And since then, after allowing a three-pointer by Musto, Bella Antonacci went on to score 7 unanswered points. Then Julie Antonacci with a big 3-ball brings it within 8. Bella Antonacci with 10 points tonight. Well, 10 points in the quarter, excuse me. 13 overall. (30-22). 7.5 to go in the first half. And Indiana still resorting to some pressure up court. Looking for Orndorff. It's intercepted by Boyer. 1 second. Kugler at the last second. It's good! Lincoln Kugler at the buzzer drains it from long range. And Indiana only trails by 5 at the half. This is one of those games where you got Jack Benedict saying, man, O'Day. 30-25 at the half. Indiana goes into the locker room with some momentum. We'll come back with the first half scoring and a look at first half stats. After 2, Franklin Regional 30, Indiana 25 on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
And we welcome you back into the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking at the half. Indiana brings it within 5 in the final couple of minutes. 30-25, Franklin Regional with the lead. Jake Slobodnik joining you once again as my voice tries to recover from that buzzer beater, which we'll talk about in a bit. Let's talk about the first half scoring overall. Franklin Regional was in control the entire time, even taking a 10-point lead into the first quarter intermission. They extended that throughout the entire second quarter, even led by as many as 18. 30-12 was their largest lead of the quarter. But then toward the tail end, Belly Antonacci scored 7 unanswered points, 1 on a three-pointer. Julie Antonacci responded with a three-pointer to bring it to within 8. And then, as we said at the buzzer, Lakin Kugler played hot potato with a pass up court from Cassie Boyer. Just shot it, a heave of desperation, and it was right on the money. And that leaves the score 30-25. Indiana fought back toward the end of that second quarter when it seemed like they were going to be put away early, which should set the tone for the final 2 minutes or for the final 2 quarters of this game. And we'll take a look at the first half scoring as well. And leading the way overall is Belly Antonacci. She's got 13 points. 10 of those came in that second quarter. Julie Antonacci's got 6. All of her points came in that second quarter on 2 3-pointers. Lakin Kugler with 5 points, and Addie Hutton with 1. She's 1 for 2 in free throws. Indiana as a team 2 for 4. Belly Antonacci leads Indiana in rebounds with 2. 1 apiece for Lakin Kugler, Addie Hutton, Cassie Boyer, and Stella Stossel. For Franklin Regional, they're led by Addison Musto with 10 points. She had 3 3-pointers in that second quarter alone. And following behind her is Torrin Fulton, who scored 5 of her 9 points in the second frame as well. 4 points on the night for Gabrielle Keogh, and 3 for Angelina Brush, and 2 apiece for Madison DeRiggi and Olivia Orndorff. Foul-wise, not a lot for Indiana. 2 for Addie Hutton, 1 for Bella and Julie Antonacci, as well as Lakin Kugler and Stella Stossel. For Franklin Regional, not too many for them either. 2 for Madison DeRiggi, then 1 apiece for Olivia Orndorff, Torrin Fulton, and Gabrielle Keogh. It's good to see Orndorff back on the court as well after going down with what looked like a leg injury in the first quarter. She came in, and I'll tell you what, she looks dominant. We'll see what happens in the final 2 quarters. 30-25 at the half, third quarter of action coming your way next. Tonight's coverage presented by Indiana Regional Medical Center, Better Health, Better Life, on the radio and on Renda Digital TV, presented by Bowser Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory. At the half, 30-25 Franklin Regional, third quarter coming your way next on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of All Little Indians video broadcast this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So Good Patient Care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Back with you in the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. We're moments away from the third quarter of action. I apologize. One of the guys behind me tried saying something, and that was when we came back. So hopefully no bad blood there. Glad to have you along. It's 30-25 Franklin Regional with the lead over Indiana, but the Little Indians with some momentum entering the second half. They finished that second quarter on a 10-0 run. And whether you're a Franklin Regional supporter or Indiana supporter, go to the Indiana Athletics Twitter page. The clip of Lakin Kugler nailing the buzzer beater, it was posted there, and it was tagged with ESPN and SportsCenter Top 10. So go on there, share it. Let's try to get some of these high school athletes, high school stars on ESPN tonight. And that'd be a great thing to see all around. And quick meeting at the scorers table before the game, before the third quarter gets underway. Looks like it's a scorebook issue, not too sure. Must be a possession issue. Not too animated, just trying to sort things out, and they do. And it looks like Franklin Regional will start things off, and Indiana will be on defense as we kick off the third quarter. As we open the third quarter, we welcome you back into the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Jake Slobodnik joining you throughout all the action tonight. Glad to have you along. Keogh with it up top for the Panthers. They look to get something started here in the third. DeRiggi up top. Panthers now operating right to left. And an assignment change. Cassie Boyer was on DeRiggi. She pulls up from about 18 feet. Her shot is no good, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Indiana ball. Coach Puchka thought it was off Julie Antonacci, but officials say otherwise. And so Antonacci fires it up court. Driving the right lane, goes up. It's no good. Boyer comes down with the rebound. Her putback swatted away, and then a foul called on Keogh. From up here, looked like a clean block, but Indiana will take it. And that looks, I believe that's Keogh's first foul. We'll have confirmation here in a second. So Cassie Boyer will go to the line. No, that's Keogh's second foul. First of two by Boyer. Misses the mark. Remember, Indiana finished that first half 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Now they're 2 of 6. Both of them miss. So still with a 5-point lead, Franklin Regional goes back to work. Ball goes to Orndorff, who's got a clearing along the baseline. She tripped, and the ball's ripped out, and a jump ball called. It'll be Indiana ball.
Jump ball goes Indiana.
Turnover Franklin Regional is pretty even throughout that first half. 7 turnovers for Indiana, 6 for Franklin Regional. So I would say a pretty clean night so far. Bella Antonacci brings it up from the right elbow, tries to get around DeRiggi, but is cut off. Great defense. She's been playing good defense all night. Addie Hutton drives from the center lane. Her shot no good. It's loose. Bella Antonacci comes up with it. Mid-range, shot's no good, and it falls into Fulton's hands. DeRiggi then gets the pass, drives it up court, matched up with Bella Antonacci, leaving Orndorff open from the arc on the left. It's no good. Now it's a one-on-one. Hutton with the rebound, trying to get around Brush. It's poked free and out of bounds, and it'll be Indiana ball. They'll take it over from the baseline left. You definitely sense a little bit of a change in the terms of attitude for Indiana. They looked lost early on, but now you can tell there's a fire there. They know what direction they want to head in. It's all about getting there, though. Here's Julie Antonacci taking the inbound pass. Dump pass down low to left post. DeRiggi will get tagged with a foul. That negates what would have been a bucket for Bella Antonacci. Should be DeRiggi's third foul. It is, and that's a second team foul for Franklin Regional. Julia will inbound it. Foul line play, looking for Bella, and she slipped and came up with it still. The fact that she was able to come away with that, she fires a three, head on, and it's a 2-point game, 30-28. Little Indians, they're having fun now. Orndorff in the opposite end drives. Oh, an extra step missed, but the shot's no good. Indiana prevails anyway. Bella Antonacci comes down with it. She brings it across. Could tie it with a made bucket here. Goes up off the glass, and it's a brand new game. 30-all. Indiana's on a 15-0 run, stemming from the mid-range of the second quarter. DeRiggi trying to get it to Brush to beat some pressure in the backcourt. DeRiggi driving, looking for Keogh. To the perimeter for three for Fulton. It's an air ball, goes out of bounds, and a push on Orndorff.
Fouls on blue, 0-0. Orndorff. Ball out of bounds.
The entire atmosphere has shifted here in Fifth Street Gym. Back in the first quarter, you could have heard a pin drop. Now, Indiana's got all the momentum they're looking for. It's 30-30. Bella brings it up court, looking to give Indiana their first lead of the night. Trying to drive. Dishes. Lakin Kugler fakes. Drives. Overcomes two defenders to draw the foul on the shot. Fouls on Fulton. That's going to be the fourth team foul for Franklin Regional. The second for Fulton. And now Lakin Kugler to the line to try to give Indiana an easy lead. But this has been the Achilles heel for Indiana tonight. They're only 2 of 6. 2 of 7. Front end a little too short. Hits off the front of the rim, and we're still tied. And the second. That one doesn't fall through. Orndorff fights off Kugler for the rebound, and she'll take it across. It's a 3-on-3 for the moment. Orndorff driving the left baseline, dishes. It's intercepted by Antonacci. Puts on the Jets. Bounce pass to Boyer from the left baseline. It's no good. Loose ball. Fulton corrals it near the left corner. Hits it off Antonacci's leg, and it goes out of bounds at 5:17. Still tied at 30. Inbound pass from Fulton goes to Orndorff near the volleyball line, and the Indians still in a full court pressure defense. Fulton picks up her dribble, gives it right to Bella. From 18 feet, it's no good. Hutton on the uncontested rebound. Her putback off the glass and in. Indiana takes their first lead of the night. And the run continues with 4:58 to go in the third. Keogh dishes to Fulton in the left corner. It's poked out of bounds, and it's going to be Panther ball. And a timeout taken by Franklin Regional. And we'll take 30 seconds as well. 4:54 to go in the third quarter. 32-30 Indiana with the lead on an IRMC High School Sports Night. WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
4:54 to go in the third quarter, and what can be said other than Indiana is completely in the driver's seat. At one point, it looked like Franklin Regional was going to put this game away early, but Indiana's fought back, putting up 18 uncontested points, and they took the lead with 4:58 thanks to an Addie Hutton putback. What a game. Stay tuned. We're in the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Panthers with the ball on their end of the court. Inbound pass goes to Keogh. Looking up top to Brush, now to DeRiggi. 4:50 and counting. DeRiggi tries crossing up Bella Antonacci. The ball's loose. Cassie Boyer falls on top of it. Fends off two defenders, and Coach Franciscus calls a timeout. Wisely keeping the ball in Indiana possession.
Full timeout called by the...
And it'll be extended to a full timeout, so we will keep it right here, actually. 4:39 to go in the third quarter. It's 32-30, Indiana with the lead. Coach Franciscus, you know he's animated. He's an animated guy, and he's been pretty much throughout the entire middle ways of this one. And drawing up a game plan right now. Good time to tell you. Indiana, Plum, the only two teams from Section 5A to clinch a playoff spot that we know of. More could be on the way depending on how things shape up. And hey, we didn't mention this early on. Indiana, this marks their sixth straight year where they have finished 500 or better in section play, and the third in which they finished with a winning overall record. Looked at that earlier today, so from the Otto Peterson days to Michael Franciscus, Indiana girls basketball is a successful program. Again, we mentioned the playoff spot. Plum in Indiana clinching spots in 5A1. In Section 2, Armstrong, Northern Hills, and Hampton. Section 3, Oakland Catholic, McKeesport, Penn Trafford, and Lincoln Park and Trinity clinch in Section 4. So that playoff picture is starting to take shape, and the playoff bracket will be released on February 13th. Indiana with the ball off the timeout. Bella Antonacci fakes, gives it to Julia for three, head on, and that extends the lead, 35-30. Splash zone for Indiana. Fulton with it in the backcourt, looking to escape Julia Antonacci. She does with a pass to DeRiggi. Now fires across court, back to Fulton, back up top to DeRiggi. 4 minutes and counting to go in the third quarter, 35-30. The Little Indians with a lead. Keogh looking inside, opts to go to Musto up top. She was nailing a ton of threes earlier tonight, but Indiana has been playing some great man defense, keeping her at bay. DeRiggi takes the pass up top. 3:52 to go. Keogh on the left. Up top. Brush. Now to DeRiggi with a wide open baseline right. She goes up. Her shot contested. It's no good. Addie Hutton comes down with the ball. She's going to slow things down, trying to eat away at some time. Julie Antonacci back to Addie on the right arc. Resorts to Bella up top, matched up with DeRiggi. Now over to Julie on the right. To the left, here's Addie Hutton. Up top, Bella once again looking for Hutton inside, finds Julia. 3 ball, left arc, it's good. 38-30, will this run ever end for Indiana? Brush up top, Musto thought about taking a 3, pulls back and fires it to DeRiggi up top at the 3-minute mark. Fulton fakes, tries driving the baseline, dishes to Musto for 3. It's too hard to the left. Fulton on the uncontested rebound, comes up with it. Here's up top, Brush taking some contact from Bella, and that's going to be the first team foul for Indiana this quarter. And we should have a timeout on the floor. 2:48 to go in the third quarter. Indiana, they're rolling 38-30. They have the lead on an IRMC High School Sports Night. WDAD and streaming on Renda Digital TV.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So Good Patient Care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
1450 WDAD.
2:48 to go in the third. Indiana, they're on a big run, and they look to continue to hold Franklin Regional at bay, whereas the Panthers, they have the ball underneath their own hoop. 2:48 to go, down by 8. Jake Slobodnik joining you once again from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Fulton quickly, a 3 ball off the pass inbounds. Cassie Boyer comes down with a rebound, then falls down for a travel. Turnover Indiana, 2:43 to go. Same look, DeRiggi will inbound it, baseline right. Fires this time to Musto, who pumps a 3. That looks good, and it is good. That breaks the dry spell, 38-33.
Addison Musto.
A lot of 3s tonight. Bella brings it across at 2.5 in the third. Julie on the right, taking the pass. Now back up top to Addie. Addie over to Julie on the left. Up top, Kugler. Hero of the first half, driving, takes an extra step, and that's going to be a turnover. Everybody in the gym wanted a foul, but travel came before it, and that'll be a turnover for Indiana, but they still hold a 5-point lead, 38-33. Fulton brings it up court and then is fouled at the center logo by Julie Antonacci. Or no, they're going to call that on Addie Hutton.
22 Hutton.
Her and Antonacci both collapsed on DeRiggi, so hard to tell. That's going to be the third foul for Addie Hutton tonight. Second team foul for Indiana this quarter. Got to think Franklin Regional might be eyeing up that. Inbound pass back to Orndorff. Goes up hard from the left, and her shot falls in. And just like that, we have a 3-point game. .154 to go in the third quarter, 38-35 Indiana. Antonacci takes it in the left low post. Her shot blocked, almost goes out of bounds, but Fulton saves it. DeRiggi pushing it up court. 1-2, she puts it up. Shot's no good, Cassie Boyer comes down with it. Quickly gives to Bella, now to Julia. Now back up top, Kugler has some clearing, doesn't take a shot though. She fires it to Addie on the right. Addie looking for a swing pass down low to Antonacci, who was trying to give her some clearing. That's just miscommunication and another turnover for Indiana. Momentum shifts have been extreme tonight. This being a case, Indiana rode high into this third quarter, and now it's been extinguished by a couple turnovers. Looking down low, ball's tipped and intercepted by Addie Hutton. as Franklin Regional tried going back to work on offense. Now at 1:12, Indiana back to work on their side of the court, going left to right as we look from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Julia looking for Bella, cutting along the baseline, nothing there. Resorts to Addie up top. Gets around some defenders, dishes off to Boyer in the left post, and her wide open shot is no good. Her putback also no good. There might have been some contact, but nothing called. Orndorff rips it out of the air, drives the lane, goes up. Her shot's no good. On the putback by Puchka, and it's a 1-point game.
Puchka, 2 points.
36 seconds, 1 point separates these two teams. Setting up for an exciting fourth quarter of action. Bella tries getting around Puchka, drives from the right post, goes up. Shot's no good, it's a loose ball. DeRiggi comes down with it. It's a 3-on-3. DeRiggi, and it's poked free by Antonacci. Fourth turnover for Franklin Regional. Bella takes it with 16 seconds. Indiana could choose to just waste the time and take it into the fourth quarter. In a game like this, you need all the points you can get. Looking to drive. Backs down, shot, draws contact, no whistle. Cassie Boyer puts up a last-second shot. It's no good, but then a foul called underneath. And who's this going to be? It's going to be on Fulton. That'll be the 5th foul of the quarter for Franklin Regional, the 3rd for Fulton tonight. And Boyer missed both of her free throw attempts early on. Now she could redeem herself. 2 made ones here. The first of 2 is good. The second is also good. 40-37. 2-for-2 trip at the buzzer. That one doesn't go in. Instead, it goes into the bleachers on the opposite end. And at the end of 4, 3 points separates these two teams, but it's Indiana out front, 40-37. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter of action coming your way next on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
1450 WDAD.
Final set of 8 coming up momentarily. Indiana with a 40-37 lead over the Franklin Regional Panthers. Jake Slobodnik joining you from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Well, we entered the third quarter, Indiana trailing by 5, and then they take the lead before the quarter break. But Franklin Regional did make it interesting at the tail end of it, scoring 7 unanswered points to bring things closer. And they have the ball to start things off in the fourth, going right to left. Puchka came off the bench latter part of that third quarter, almost loses the ball, fires it up top to DeRiggi, driving the right lane, dishes to the right corner for a wide open Fulton, who pops a 3. It spins in and out of the bucket, loose ball, and it's going to be Franklin Regional ball as Orndorff hit the deck. Boy, she has been taking a couple tumbles tonight. From the baseline left, DeRiggi will inbound. Looking up top to Puchka. Well, no, instead she's going to go to Musto. Then to Puchka. Now back to Musto on the right arc. Back up top to Riggi, and they reset. To the left, Orndorff pops a 3. That one's high in the air, and it's going to be tipped and out of bounds on Indiana. Looked like an unofficial tip-off. So inbounding it is DeRiggi from the left. Inbounds. Musto pops a 3, and we're tied. 40-40.
Addison Musto.
Brand new ball game. First tie since halfway through the third. Bella Antonacci brings it across. Spin moves, and then Puchka knocks it free. Fourth turnover for Indiana this half. DeRiggi on the opposite end goes up and draws the shooting foul.
Fouls on 33.
Fouls on Cassie Boyer.
Going to line is 1.
And DeRiggi will go to the line. Clock stopped at 7:03. It's only Boyer's first foul tonight. DeRiggi could reclaim the lead for Franklin Regional. And she does with the first bucket. And the second, too far to the left, and whistle will sound. It's only 41-40 after the 1-for-2 trip for DeRiggi. At the 7-minute mark, Indiana goes back to work, looking to avenge a turnover last time. Here's Bella, trying to get around Puchka. Crosses her up, fires to Julie up top. Now to Addie Hutton on the arc right. Spin moves, back to Kugler. Has some space. Scans the vicinity, now opts to her right for Julie Antonacci. Back up top, Bella. Backs her way in at the right elbow, finds Julia, a little bit of space to Kugler. A little bit of clearing in the left lane, goes up. Trying to take a charge, it's no good. Boyer comes down with the rebound, ends up in Julie Antonacci from 15, and it's good. That ball pinballed everywhere, but Indiana will take it. 6:16 to go. And DeRiggi, some neat ball movement. Finds Orndorff. Ball's tipped by Boyer. Falls on top of it. And then it's stripped away, and then Franklin Regional calls a timeout. Indiana wanted one. There's a lot of hysteria going on down there, so we'll see what happens. Full timeout taken by Franklin Regional. And we'll keep it here with 6:04 to go in the game. Indiana up by 1, 42-41. Fans, we invite you to stick around because coming up on the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show, we will nominate our Gooden Associates Good Players of the Game. Bella Antonacci and Lakin Kugler have been our popular selections over the course of the season. And it's kind of hard to pick who it could be tonight. You got Lakin Kugler with the shot at the half. Julie Antonacci with a ton of threes. Bella Antonacci, obviously. Boyer with a couple of rebounds. And, I mean, really, you can make a case for just about anybody who's seen the floor tonight. But we also thank Gooden Associates Insurance Solutions for being the sponsor of our Good Player of the Game through all season here on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. Hope to work with them again next year. They've been great to work with and very patient with us, so thank you to them. Off the timeout, 1 point separates these two squads, 42-41. And DeRiggi will take it out from the baseline left. Panthers still on their side of the floor. Inbound pass goes to Fulton at the foul line. Couple dribbles, loses control for a moment, and looks over to DeRiggi up top. Near the center logo. 5:52, ball's loose, and it's off DeRiggi. Turnover for Franklin Regional. That's their fifth. Both teams with 5 TOs apiece. 5:50 to go in the game. 42-41 Indiana with the lead. They get the ball back, operating left to right from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Bella brings it across over to Julie Antonacci. Stops at the top of the key. Dishes behind her to Addie Hutton. And now to Cassie Boyer, driving both lanes. Her initial shot is no good. Gets her own rebound. Loose ball, and it's picked up by Puchka. One-on-one with Kugler to the opposite end. Drives, throws it up. It's out of bounds. Everybody thinks there should have been something called, whether it was a charge or a defensive foul. But nothing. So Indiana will get the ball right back. And Bella matched up with Puchka. Dishes to Kugler, fakes from 18, drives the baseline left, goes up hard, and draws the shooting foul on Fulton.
Fouls on. Fouls on 23. Fulton.
That's the fourth foul for Fulton tonight. First for Franklin Regional this quarter. Now Lakin Kugler to the line to shoot 2 to try to extend this lead to 3 if she can make both. The front end of 2 is good. It's a 2-point lead, could be a 3-point lead with a conversion here. And it is. Kugler converts. 44-41. Indiana retreats back on defense. The Panthers go back to work offensively. Working right to left. DeRiggi looking up top. Fires it across court to the far side for Musto, who pops a three. It's too hard off the back iron. Now Fulton will get a pass out. Her three is too hard, and it ends up in the hands of Kugler. Indiana catches a break. They go back to work, looking to add some insurance. Some Good and Associates insurance. Brings it up. Here's Julia. A little bit of clearing in the center lane. Little teardropper, and it sails in. 46-41. The right side, Fulton for Franklin Regional. No shot for a three-pointer. They're going to work it around the arc. DeRiggi up top. Now over to Musto. To the right to Orndorff. A few inches to her right. Tries dribbling in. Hutton cuts her off. Finds a little bit of a window, and it's in.
Olivia Orndorff, 2 points.
Olivia Orndorff for 2. Makes it a 46-43 game with 4:10 to go in the game. Bell Antonacci to the right side of the arc for Addie Hutton. And again, the opening in the center lane. She goes up hard. Shot slightly contested. And now Lakin Kugler on the putback gets fouled. And now who's this on? It's going to be on Orndorff. Second team foul for Franklin Regional. And we have a timeout on the floor. Lakin Kugler with foul shots when we return. 46-43, Indiana with the lead in the final minute, or in the final quarter. 3:58 to go on WDAD and streaming on Renda Digital TV.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good and Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good and Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good and Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good and Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Indiana! 3:58 to go in regulation. Indiana with a slim 3-point lead, 46-43 over the Franklin Regional Panthers. Jake Slobodnik joining you from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Whether you're listening on WDAD or watching on Renda Digital TV, don't go anywhere. Finish of this one looks exciting as Lakin Kugler goes to the line, looking to add 2 more free throws. Successful her last trip. Fires it up and can't go. Too short off the front of the rim. And now the second attempt on its way. That one's no good, but a loose ball corralled by Cassie Boyer. Gives it to Addie Hutton. The putback no good. Boyer flies in for the rebound and a jump ball to keep it with the Indiana Little Indians. Julia Antonacci will take it from the baseline right with 3:52 in regulation. Indians up by 3, 46-43. Julia inbounds it to Bella on the right arc. Cuts, a little bit of a clearing. Dishes to the baseline for Boyer. Goes up hard from the left, and it's good. 48-43.
Nice pass by Bella.
Bringing it up is Brush. We haven't seen much of this second half. Keogh now at the right elbow. Trying to back her way in, dishes it up top to Brush. Looking for that center lane. She's stuffed, and then a foul called.
Foul's on.
Wow, that was on Cassie Boyer, and her hand from up here was on the ball.
Judy's 2.
So Brush will go to the line for 2 free throws, trying to bring this one even closer. The front end misses off the back iron. That's Boyer's second personal foul, the second for Indiana this quarter. She puts it up, and makes it. 48-44. At 3:21, Indiana brings it across. Here's Bella. Addie Hutton clearing, looking for Lakin Kugler's cutting along the baseline. Nothing there. They dish it to the arc. Julia picks up her dribble, opts to go behind her with Addie Hutton, who then picks up her dribble a little prematurely. Nothing going, and then a travel on Indiana as it looks like Addie Hutton took a little stutter step. Turnover number 6 for Indiana this half. Puchka brings it across, matched up with Hutton, taking the screen by Keogh. Contact, nothing called. Keogh up top, over to the left for Brush. Down to the left post for Orndorff, and then a jump ball called to keep it with Franklin Regional.
Goes to the Panthers.
Puchka from the inbound right. Looking to the center of the key, fires it up top to Musto, and they'll regroup with Brush. 2:47 to go, 4 points separates these two teams, 48-44. To the right for Musto, looking down low to Keogh, nothing there. Opts to go to Orndorff, a few inches in front of her. 2:36, Orndorff drives. A lot of congestion. Orndorff lost the ball, and it's going to end up in the hands of Indiana. Had to let that one dissect for just a second. 2:20 left in the game. Julian Tenacey on the opposite side for Indiana. Addie Hutton taking the pass up top, looking for some clearing. Finds it in that left lane, dishes to Lakin Kugler, and then a defensive foul on Musto.
Fouls on.
Third team foul for Franklin Regional, and into the game is Torrin Fulton in for Orndorff.
That was on blue, 13. Musto ball out of bounds.
Musto's first foul of the game. Julian Tenacey will inbound, finding Kugler in the left post. Now to Bella. 3 ball from the left. It's good. 51-44. Bella Antonacci with a long 3 to add some insurance at the 2-minute mark. Musto up top. Now down to Keogh in the high post on the right. Back up top, Fulton, fresh off the bench, trying to cut into this lead. Puchka back to Fulton, fakes, drives the baseline right, dishes up top. Brush, swing pass to the left. Musto for 3. It's no good. Hutton fights for the rebound, tips it right into Kugler's hands. 95 seconds to go in the game. Bella can take her time as she does, walks it across half court. Bella draws some contact. Passes over to her left for Addie Hutton. Dishes back up top to Kugler, 1:14. Picks up her dribble at the foul line. Finds Julian Tenacey up top. Takes the screen by Bella. A little bit of clearing, finding Addie Hutton. Up top to Bella Antonacci. And then draws a foul from Puchka. Just to stop the clock at 59 seconds. That's the 4th team foul. Puchka's first of the game. Here's Bella up top. Bella dribbles between 2 defenders, almost loses it, then draws a foul. She'll go to the line, trying to add some icing on this cake. Puchka's second foul, 5th team one for Franklin Regional.
We're now shooting 2 fouls. It's a 5th foul, so we're shooting 2. Shooting those 2s is Bella.
Front end of 2 by Bella Antonacci is good. 52-44 the score. And the second. That one's good too. 2 for 2 trip for 53-44. 9-point lead for Indiana with 44 seconds. Brush taking the pass up court, driving the baseline right, makes the bucket and draws the foul.
Fouls on, and the basket's good. Fouls on Boyer, basket's good.
Fouls on Cassie Boyer.
Shooting a free throw.
That'll be her 3rd. Boyer started this quarter with no personal fouls. He's garnered 3 first 7.5 minutes. 3-point opportunity is no good, so it's 53-46. Up court for Bella Antonacci, and she's fouled at 32.4. Again, we said it earlier, stick around because our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show is next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. We'll name our Good & Associates Insurance Solutions good players of the game. First by Bella is good.
Musto returns.
And the second, also good. 55-46. And a timeout called with 32.4 seconds.
Indiana coach called a full timeout.
That's a 60-second timeout. Let's take 30 seconds. 32 seconds to go. 55-46 Indiana over Franklin Regional on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of All Little Indians video broadcast this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Indiana.
AM 1450 WDAD.
55-46 Indiana leads Franklin Regional with 32 ticks to go. This one they'll look back on as maybe a motivational factor for the rest of the season. Couple games left for Indiana. Ball's rolled inbounds to DeRiggi, and she picks it up. Clock rolls at 30 seconds. Brings it across, looking for Keogh. Looking down to the left corner for Musto. Doesn't have room for a 3. Fires it across court to DeRiggi, and she catches in her breadbasket. To the left corner for Fulton at 18 seconds. Up top, DeRiggi. Down to Keogh in the left post. Her shot is good off the glass. 55-48. And then a timeout taken. 13.4 seconds. Let's take 30 seconds. 55-48 Indiana on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
WDAD.
Final 13 seconds. Indiana has the ball, trying to ice this one and claim another section win in a hard-fought game. They lead at 55-48. Bella Antonacci gets the inbound pass and immediately draws a foul with less than a second gone. And while Bella takes her place at the line, just a reminder, Indiana will be on the road at Woodland Hills February 5th, and that'll be the 5th foul of the game. Just pausing from the schedule and the road ahead. It'll be the 5th foul for Fulton, so she's done for the night. And Bella Antonacci will go to the free throw line. Back to the road ahead. Woodland Hills on the 5th for Indiana on the road. They come home to face Plum. That's going to be a big one because that'll determine who wins Section 5A1. Then they face DuBois Central Catholic on the 10th at 7:30. They originally were supposed to face DuBois on the 12th, but I guess that game got eradicated. And Antonacci sinks the first of 2. And the second also goes through. That should be the dagger. 57-48 with 11 seconds to go. DeRiggi pushing it up court. Right side, Musto. The Panthers might get a shot off. And they do. It's good, but it's not going to matter. Indiana comes back to beat Franklin Regional at home. 57-51. What a game. And Indiana continues to get their 9th section win of the year. Don't go anywhere. Our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show is next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC. It is an IRMC high school basketball sports night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
It's always something.
WDAD Indiana.
57-51, the Indiana High Little Indians with a big win over the Franklin Regional Panthers in come-from-behind fashion. Jake Slobodnik joining you as we recap this one on our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC. In just a little bit, we'll announce our Good Associates good players of the game. And just a shout out to Sheetsley Electric, who has been a proud partner for IUP football this year with their Sheetsley Electric electrifying play of the game. They're not on for Indiana High, but we'd be remiss if we didn't announce Lakin Kugler's buzzer beater at the half as our Sheetsley Electric electrifying play of the game. So free nod there to them and more recognition for Lakin Kugler, because that's really what started this rally. Well, it was part of it, I should say. The big rally was a 3-ball by Bella Antonacci halfway through the third. Indiana then went on to score 18 unanswered points. They pulled within 5 at the half thanks to Kugler's long-range shot. Bella nailed a 3-pointer coming out of halftime, and then Bella once again tied it up with a mid-range field goal. Addie Hutton put the Indians ahead at the 4:58 mark in the third with a jumper. Then Julie Antonacci with back-to-back threes made it 38-30. And that allowed Indiana to carry a lead into the fourth quarter. Franklin Regional tried fighting back, but 2 free throws at the end by Cassie Boyer made it 40-37. Then in the fourth quarter, it was your traditional shootout, but thanks to 6 consecutive free throws at the end of the quarter by Bella Antonacci, Indiana walks away winners 57-51. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with our Good and Associates good player of the game. We'll also hear from them, as well as Coach Michael Franciscus, as we continue on our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC. It is an IRMC high school basketball sports night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good and Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good and Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good and Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good and Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
WDAD.
Still awaiting for the arrival of Coach Michael Franciscus and our Good and Associates good players of the game. We'll name 2 coming up here shortly. Back with you on the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC Indiana with a big come-from-behind victory over Franklin Regional, 57-51, the final score. While we await Coach Franciscus, I'm going to get his equipment hooked up here. We can get in get out, and like IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, get better. And just again, a pretty impressive win all around for Indiana High. And credit Franklin Regional, they stuck with them the entire game, never went away, and it was just your traditional hard-fought basketball game. And you look at it, you think that, Indiana came back, maybe there were turnovers involved. No, they were pretty even the entire way. Indiana actually finished with one more turnover than Franklin Regional did, so it was a pretty clean-cut game from both sides. We do have the final numbers, so let's take a look at those. Monster night for Belly Antonacci. She nailed 4 3-pointers en route to a 27-point performance. It's a new career high for her. Julie Antonacci followed. I think this is a career high for her as well. 16 points, also nailing 4 3-pointers. Lakin Kugler finished with 7 points, 4 rebounds in that magnificent shot to end the first half. 4 points for Cassie Boyer, all of them coming in the second half, and 3 for Addie Hutton. 2 of those coming in the third quarter alone. For Franklin Regional, they were led by Addison Musto, who came off the bench and nailed 18 points, 5 3-pointers in the game. So, again, some help from their reserves is Addison Musto, and then following behind her, 2 players, 9 points each. That's Angelina Brush and Torin Fulton with 9 each. 6 rebounds for Fulton as well. 6 points for Olivia Orndorff. Banged up pretty much throughout the night, but she was still able to get 6 points, 4 rebounds as well. And good effort by Indiana to limit Gabrielle Keogh for Franklin Regional. Keogh had the height advantage, but Indiana stayed aggressive and they come away winners. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll see if Garrett can line up a couple of commercials back in our WDAD studios as we await Coach Franciscus and his players. And we'll come back to you whenever they're up here. So we'll continue with the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show next. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC. Tonight's final, 57-51 Indiana. Coach and players on the way on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana High sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, 2 great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway Evansburg.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Proud of you guys. It was a fun year.
Back with you on the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC. 57-51 the final in favor of Indiana. We're joined by head coach Michael Franciscus of the Indiana High Little Indians. Let's flip the book over and take a look at your team's numbers, and they're really impressive, especially coming off that slow first half. But again, before we get to the numbers, I mean, what can you say about this team fighting back from a halftime deficit, carrying an 18-0 run into midway through the third quarter? It just looked like a completely different team in that third quarter.
This team is strong. I mean, we really, we just keep battling. We never quit tonight. I mean, we got down big, and we very easily, after last night's loss, could have just folded and said, let's end the week and let's, just move on to next week and, worry about what we can salvage. But instead, we said we're going to battle and win this game on our home floor, and that's exactly what we did.
I want to go back to halftime because I think this was probably the turning point of this entire game. Lakin Kugler's last second three-pointer at the buzzer. I mean, I don't even think she had a chance to look at where she was shooting that. She just lobbed it up, and it fell right on the money.
Yep. That was a game changer. That was a huge momentum shift, and we kept that momentum. But we also kept our cool because we went in the locker room saying we can be happy, but we're still down 5. So we have to continue to keep our composure and just keep playing and doing what we're doing because it was working. And we had a great momentum shift, and it changed the energy, and it just changed the whole game. And I'm just really proud of the girls for not only keeping the energy up through a tough situation, but also executing under pressure.
I think from up here, it also kind of looked like this is how Indiana can play in the playoffs. Because I mean, we know you guys are good, but at the same time, this is the type of playoff atmosphere that you normally see in the postseason. You got a team that's punching you in the mouth repeatedly, then you guys just fight back. I mean, again, I know I've said this before, but this just shows how good Indiana basketball can truly be. Your thoughts on that?
I just think we just keep battling. I just think we have a great group of kids that just always battle. They always show up ready to go, whether it's practice or a game. Like, the mood is always the same and the energy is always the same, and that is saying a lot for any team at any level to be able to keep such a steady energy level, steady attitude, and steady composure. And then we just let our talent shine through because we have it.
Another career night for Bella Antonacci, 27 points, 4 3-pointers. She went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. I mean, is there anything new that we can say about her aside from she's really, really good at basketball?
I mean, she's just a great leader. She's a great teammate, and she's a great player. I mean, we're very lucky to have her.
How about Julia Antonacci, too? 16 points. I think that's a career high for her, and in such a short amount of time, she's established herself as one of the mainstays here of this Indiana rotation.
Yep, the Antonaccis are great. I mean, they really are. I mean, I'm proud of both of them to be able to be up here together, to talk to you today. I'm sure it's a very special moment for them to be able to play together for this year and start together and be able to, do this little thing after the game together. But yeah, Julia has, really stepped up in every way. I mean, she's a great defender and she scores.
Well, this sets a bit of a tone for the road ahead. You guys go on the road against Franklin Regional, Woodland Hills, who you guys narrowly escaped at home here early in January. You're home against Plum, which that could determine the section title, and really I think this game really sets a good tone for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to take this momentum into our games next week, I just told the kids that our 2 toughest games this season are coming on Monday and Thursday next week. I mean, Woodland Hills and Plum are 2 great teams, and we have to go down there and be ready for a battle. That's what's going to be in both games, and if we want to win the section title, that's our path to do it.
Well, Coach, you finally get a couple of days just to catch your breath, rest your legs a little bit, and just in time for Woodland Hills on the 5th. So enjoy this win tonight. First of all, congrats on it. Can't wait to see you guys. I know this is our last radio broadcast of the year for you guys, but I mean, you guys clinching a playoff spot. We'll definitely be on wherever you guys are in the playoffs, so we'll talk to you then.
We'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Coach Michael Franciscus of the Indiana High Little Indians. He'll hand his headset off to our good associates, good players of the game, starting with Bella Antonacci. And get her up. Bella, I just feel like this has become a routine thing. I'm going to fix that right there. There we go.
Thanks.
I want to hear the people. I want the people at home to hear you, but this is becoming a commonplace thing. I mean, again, just digging down deeper. You think that you guys could reach the bottom of the bag, but you just keep finding new tricks, new ways to pull out wins. What went into this win tonight?
I mean, it was just an energy shift at halftime. Lakin's three-pointer there was crucial to getting us hype, and we went in the locker room. We were like, we're going to do this. We're going to come out strong, come out hard, and we did, and we played hard the whole second half. I mean, we're coming off of 2 other games. Like this was our 3rd game in a row, and we just dug deep and found it within us, and it was such a fun game to play in.
Last night, I don't like bringing up past losses, but you lose again in a close one to Penn Hills. How was that a motivator for you guys coming into tonight?
I mean, personally, for me, I think I should have played better. We all think we should have played better. Lots of turnovers yesterday. We were like, we got to come together, work hard, have better passes, better dribbling, better drives, and we just came in and we did that. First half was rocky, but then we got back in and we refound our identity.
It must be a special moment for you getting to share this time with Julia. You guys, just stood out, setting career highs, 27 points for you, 16 for Julia. How cool is it to sort of share this moment together with Julia?
I mean, it's one of the best things in my life, being able to play with her the past 2 years. And every day we go to practice together, we're driving together, we're talking ball. In the court, we're talking ball, and then we're also talking about random things that we're, doing at home. But it's just, she's my best friend. It's so fun. You
guys go on the road against Woodland Hills, and you're back home against Plum, and then a couple non-conference games, or at least one against Du Bois Central Catholic. So with 4 games left, you guys have clinched a playoff spot already. You're right there for the section title. How are you guys going to use this win tonight to sort of help motivate you for the road ahead?
Oh yeah, this win was great for us to use for the future. I mean, we have the high energy now. Coming off the loss, if we would have lost again, it could have gone really downhill for us in the playoffs. But now we have that momentum, and it's really going to take us into a tough atmosphere at Woodland Hills.
I don't know if this is a motivator, but I see a chocolate cupcake over there. Is that Coach Franciscus' way of sort of in a different way? Or?
No, that was us. It's tomorrow's Coach Fran's birthday. So after the game, we were like, you know what, we're going to give him a little surprise. And after he broke the huddle, we brought it out of the fridge secretly, and yeah, we're
embarrassing him now. Coach, come here. Come here. You thought you could escape. You can keep the headset on. You thought you could escape by not, without us knowing that it's your birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday. And I think this was a really good present. So just wanted to bring you on camera one more time to get your reaction and wish you happy birthday. Bella spilled the tea because I saw that chocolate cupcake over there, and wow, it looks yummy. So
the win was the best present.
Absolutely, it's always the best present. So, hey, Bella, congratulations. I won't let that cupcake sit any longer. So, congrats on the win tonight. We'll see you in the playoffs here in a couple of weeks. Finish the season strong.
Awesome. Thank you, Jake.
Bella Antonacci with the Indiana Little Indians, and we'll bring Julian over here, our second Good Associates Good Player of the game. And Julia's first time here on set, so welcome aboard, and big win for you guys tonight. So I know it's only your second season, but this feels like it was probably, any section or playoff games aside, this is probably the biggest win so far of your short career.
Yeah, it is.
Talk to me about what sort of halftime adjustments you guys made, because you go in there, you had momentum on your side thanks to Lakin's big three, and then that 18-0 run you brought into the third. What did Coach Fran tell you guys whenever you went into the locker room to sort of help keep your spirits up?
We were really happy about that three that got us going. We had to keep our composure too and not get too excited and keep being disciplined out there and not force anything.
And Franklin Regional, they're a very tough team. I mean, you saw it. They fought the entire way, even when they were leading, when they were down. They just wouldn't go away. How tough was it to overcome that sort of squad tonight?
It was tough in the beginning. We were down by a lot, but we had to get this win. We have to keep winning and just doing good as a team. I think our chemistry is really good together, and that helped us get through it.
I asked Bella this, and this is a very rare opportunity that I get to bring this up, so I'm going to take full advantage of it. You get to share this moment with her. You guys combined for over 40 points together. It's something you really don't see. How special is it for you to get to share this moment with your older sister?
It's the greatest experience in my life, honestly. We have really good, I know what she's going to do on the court sometimes because we know each other really well.
Is it like a friendly competition between you two? Hey, I can score more, I can score more. Okay, well, hey anyway.
Definitely three-pointers, too.
I mean, yeah. How has she sort of helped develop that three-point game for you? Because throughout the season, it just seemed like it's gotten better and better for you.
Yeah, she drives in, the defenders come, and then I'm just wide open at the three, yelling green to get the ball.
It's just amazing seeing that chemistry in action and seeing you guys flow. So you got 4 more games left, 2 of them section, a big one against Plum. How does this win sort of help set the tone for the road ahead for you guys?
After coming off a hard loss, I think this is giving us momentum. We're ready. We're going to be practicing hard. We're going to get ready for Woodland Hills.
Yep, and that's coming up in just a couple of days. But, hey, you finally get a chance to catch your breath. How hard is it to play 3 games in a row like that?
It's tiring, but we have to fight through it, give our 100% every game, and just keep pushing.
Well, Julia, congratulations on a big win tonight. Big section win over Franklin Regional. A couple games left, so best of luck the rest of the way, and we'll see you come playoff time.
Okay, thank you.
Julia Antonacci of the Indiana High Little Indians as they go off and celebrate their big win over the Franklin Regional Panthers. And she gets a big cheer of support from Lakin Kugler, Tristan Redinger, and so many other folks. That'll put a big end for tonight's game. 57-51 Indiana High over Woodland Hills. Franklin Regional, I need to get my teams sorted out. But hey, we got a lot of people we want to thank tonight. We want to thank Garrett Clark for manning the radio side at the WDAD studios back on 9th and Philly in Indiana. He did a great job, as always, bringing this game to you on the audio levels. Want to thank Sam Snedden, our camera operator tonight. She's done a great job all season long. Want to thank Laura Slobodnik, our statistician. Did another great job keeping the numbers and keeping the books line and keeping me mentally sane throughout the night. So for all of us, my name is Jake Slobodnik, repeating the final score of tonight's game: Indiana 57, Franklin Regional 51. Best of luck to the Indians the rest of the way, and we'll see them come playoff time. But for now, this has been a presentation of WDAD and Renda Digital TV. Have a good night.